We welcome all of you to Govardhan Eco Village and Govardhan Ayurveda. Today, our topic boost your immunity with Ayurveda. Myself, Dr. Shrikant Chakrala, Masters in Ayurvedic Medicine. So, we'll start our session with prayer at the lotus feet of Lord Dhanvantari. He is Lord Dhanvantari, Lord of Medicine. So, here is the prayer. नमामि धन्वन्तरिम् आदिदेवं सुरासुरैर्वन्दिता पादपद्मं लोके चरारुभयमृत्युनाशं धातारमीशं विविधौषधीनाम्. I bow down in front of you, Lord Dhanvantari. Your lotus feet is respectably worshipped by the gods and demons. You have infinite powers to save the people from the miseries of diseases, aging, fear of death, and other sufferings. O Lord, please bless me with your grace and medicines to cure from the diseases. So this is most relevant prayer, present situation. So many people are suffering with COVID and different diseases. So here is Lord Dhanvantari, and we all pray for who are all suffering this COVID and all different diseases. So here is, you can understand, like some good people, they want to like pray for everyone, and but generally demoniac people, they don't want to, you know, they can say they don't want, but they don't mind it, like pray for themselves or pray for others. Just they, like they are in the mode of passion, you can say, because Ayurveda is like the principles we study today, the Tridosha theory, Panchamahabhuta theory, and all. But here, the prayer of Lord Dhanvantari, here gods and demons both worshipped, because you can see in his lotus hand there is Amrita Kalasha. Because Amrita Kalasha, when the Samudra Mantana happened, Lord came with Amrita Kalasha. So they all want long live. So they worship Lord Dhanvantari. So here we can see, like in the that degradation of age, you can see the Kala Chakras, Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali Yuga. And this age of Kali, the age of quarrel and all the good qualities are coming down. So it is like, in the Satya Yuga, there are like devatas are in some place and demons are in some place. But in the Treta Yuga, they come near. You can say, example, Lord Ramachandra, if you see, is in Ayodhya, but is far, but Lord Rama can go to Lanka and kill the Ravana. And Dwapara Yuga is like more, demons are more near to Kamsa and Krishna. Yes, are there. But in age of Kali, you think like in our mind itself, there is a like good qualities and bad qualities. So it's not like that we are saying for seeing in someone is demon or someone is godly like that. So we all having these problems. So we should pray at the lotus feet of Lord Dhanvantari to our long life and healthy life, overcoming from the sufferings. So with this wonderful prayer at the lotus feet of Lord Dhanvantari. We'll go further. So today our topic is immunity. Ayurveda and immunity, a holistic approach. So the immunity, there is so much in the modern science also about the immunity, and in Ayurveda also so much is there. But if you know the basic principles from Ayurveda, it is easy to understand some more, like about immunity according to Ayurvedic science. So, if we see the main aims of Ayurveda, swastasya swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prashamanancha. These are the two meanings, the principal objects of Ayurveda. First part is swastasya swasthya rakshanam, to prolong, promote perfect health. So we can say general words, add years to life and life to years. So it is like prevention of part. See, nowadays, this is going on very rapidly, problems of COVID and others. So we have to take care of who are not affected. So that is also very important prevention, most important in. And another thing is Adurasya Vikara Prashananja. They completely eradicate, to completely eradicate the disease from the body. If somebody is contacted with some disease, so we have to take care of complete eradication. So curing of disease. So Ayurvedic science will help for the prevention aspect also, along with curing aspect. So these two principal objects of Ayurveda are very important to keep our health proper. So what is health? Even WHO gave the definition of physical, mental, social, spiritual health. But if we see the Ayurveda, samadosha samagnicha samadhatu malakriya prasannatmendriya manaswasthetya vidiyate. So the equilibrium of doshas, agni, tissues, and waste metabolism. This is the first part of this quotation. Samadosha samagnicha samadhatu malakriya prasannatmendriyamana swasthetyavidi. So if we take first part, the equilibrium of doshas, agni, tissues, and malas, waste metabolism, is very important. And we just discussed Ayurveda is like full of principles like Tridosha theory, Pancha Mahabhuta theory. All this is connected here. And second part is Prasannatmendriya Manaswastya Vidiyate, the blissful state of spirit, senses, and mind. So Ayurveda is such a wonderful science. So teaching about the spiritual health and about the soul, because in the modern science we may not seeing about the soul, but in Ayurveda, not only just taking care of this body mind, but taking care of the soul also mentioned in this quotation of health, swasthya. So if we go for three doshas, the basic principles, the main energies in the body, see here, like in this class, there may be all types of people who are participating, because there may be already they know about these basic principles. Some are wanted again to know, and some may be very new. That's why I am just going the basic principles so that we'll go the main topic of immunity. So because when we discuss some herbs and some. Then, if we say the Vata, Pitta, Kapha, it may be like, oh, what is the Vata, like that. So that's why I'm just basic description of these three doshas. Otherwise, if you want to go each and every topic of this Vata, Pitta, Kaphas, it takes so many classes. See, almost I am in this studying Ayurveda and teaching, practicing since more than 20 years, but still I feel I need to learn more about this basic principles. But now we need to understand our immunity part. So I thought to give some light about whatever this Vata, the principal force of motion in the body and mind. This is Vata. Again, five types of Vata, five types of Pitta, five types of Kapha. They do all the functions in the body. So Ayurvedic physiology mainly depend on this Tridosha theory. So here Vata is like the principal force of motion in the body and mind. If you take the another dosha, that is Pitta, regulates all the metabolic process in the body along with the body temperature and hormonal balance. So you can understand basic like Vata is like air energy and Pitta is like fire energy. So Pitta regulates all the metabolic process. So, and not only that, the body temperature and hormonal balances. So normal people also they may say I am getting like Pitta more. They may not knowing the Vata Pitta Kaphas, but because of the fire energy, they may say my Pitta is increased or like my acidity is more. So it is like in India, like there is a very common understanding about the Ayurveda. There are like principles. Even before entering into the Ayurveda itself, I was hearing about these things, but I was not noticing exactly. But when I'm studying, oh, my father used to tell all these things some time to me. That was my like I felt like when I was studying this, some herbs or something like they may be using naturally also. So like that kapha energy, if we see, it, kapha takes care of solidity, the sthiratva in the body, like takes care of solidity, all structures and the amount of body fluids. See, you see, Vata, Pitta, Kaphas are the basic energies. They are the pillars in the body, sthanus. Why acharyas gave this name of doshas? Because they are easily imbalanced based on the age, our season, our food, whatever we do, and the lifestyle. All affects these three doshas. That's why the name dosha came. But basically, they are the energies, they do all the functions in the body. So, balancing the three doshas is the main aspect of the health. And if we go for the Agni topic, it is one more very big topic. The three types of Agnis in the body. Generally, we think Agni means oh, digestive health. That is good. Like in Bhagavad Gita, also Krishna. Aham Vaishvaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashrita. So he's telling I am the digestive fire and he is helping to digest whatever we eat. That is the first part of this Agni. But according to Ayurveda, if we see Jataragni and Bhutagni. So the Bhuta, Pancha Mahabhuta theory, if we see the Akash, Vayu, Jala, Agni, Prithvi Mahabhutas, the five elements like space, air, fire, water, and earth. So, because if we see all the dravyas, like substances in this creation, all are made with the Pancha Mahabhutas. Sarvam Dravyam Panchabhautikam. So, but this Vata Pitta Kaphas also the part of the body, their main energies. So Agni, the Jataragni and Bhutagni, if we say, there are whatever we take food, the Aushad Dravyas, Ahar Dravyas, also Panchamahabhutas. But some are more liquid, some are having more Akasha Mahabhuta Dravya Pradhana or Vayu Mahabhuta Pradhana Dravya. And some are like fire, like spices. If you take very naturally, also, if I take spices, I will get acidity, and all that common understanding is there. So, and some are very heavy in nature. So, like that, what all five types of varieties food means based on the Mahabhuta Pradhanyata. But our liver is the Bhutagni place. That's when modern medical science also, they say liver is the main organ for the metabolism, the digestion and all. So here there are five types of Agnis. So what type of food we take, that type of Agni acts to digest that specific Mahabhuta on specific like Prithvi Mahabhuta Dravyas are there. So that Agni, specific Agni helps to digest that. So this Bhutagni and Dhatvagni. So there are 7 dhatus in the body. Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Medo, Asti, Majja, Shukra. So the doshas and Sapta dhatus. So in our health definition also, Swastha, Samadosha, Samagnicha, Samadhatu, Malakriya. So the Agni also should be balanced. What all are we are like seeing this Agni also. If it is less also Mandagni, people says, so I am the like not getting a treatment. Agni is low. Otherwise, they will not use Agni that my digestive fire is low. The people uses, but most of the people may not knowing this Bhuta Agni and Datva Agni. But Ayurvedic, if somebody is studying Ayurveda, they heard previous our Gordon Ayurveda classes from different schools also, they can easily understand this concept of Agni is very important, and it should be sama. It should not low or it should not excess. And the same way, if you take the doshas also, vata, pitta, kapha, all three dosha, each three doshas also having pancha mahabhutas, but vata is predominant of akasha and vayu mahabhutas, and pitta is fire energy, so agni and jala mahabhuta. But prithvi, if you take jala and prithvi mahabhuta, dominant is like prithvi. So these are the main the doshas and agni and dhatus, all should be balanced. So in future, our classes, how to balance all these things, we'll understand, but we'll slowly go to our topic of like making healthy, happy, and understanding about the immunity. So, but the swastha definition is samadosha, samagnicha, samadhatu, malakriya. The waste metabolism also should be at the sama, the equilibrium. Otherwise, what happens? You see, generally, if like what are the waste metabolism like urine, feces, and sweat. So, like somebody is dysuria, that is also a problem, and polyuria, that is also a problem. Excessive sweating or no sweating, or constipation or diarrhea. So, all these are we should understand if we have the sama waste metabolism also, if we taken care. Samadosha, Samadnicha, Samadhatu, Malakriya. That also should be. And second part of the swastha, like health definition, Prasannatmendriya Mana Swastha Itya Vidiyate. If we take care of balancing doshas, dhatus, agni, and malas, waste metabolism, not only that, Prasannatmendriya Mana Swastha Itya Vidiyate. This will take a few more minutes to understand the blissful state of senses, mind, and spirit. So most of the times, mind wants more and more, but with proper intelligence or practice, determination, we can control senses and mind by intelligence.
Boring.
So the senses want, like example, tongue want to eat more, like that. So these are again all the topics. If we go slowly, there are very deep understanding we need how to balance this, or how we can bring the blissful state. So basic is like balancing the doshas, and the principle of balance, if you see, युक्ताहार विहारस्य युक्तचेष्टस्य कर्मसु युक्तस्वप्नावबोधस्य योगो भवति दुःखः. Bhagavad Gita 6.17 chapter, Krishna is telling who he is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. See, nowadays we are suffering because of this is missing in our life. Yukta ahara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasya, yukta swapnavabodhasya. See, we are so busy, we are not taking food timely and proper quantity and quality, you know, and not only that, we are late sleeping and maybe late getting up. It is all like causing pains. So, but if we practice balancing, and we will overcome from these problems. Dukkha. So mitigates all material pains by practicing the yoga system. Yoga system means here just not like asana sessions. Not only the asana sessions, they also helps, but like understanding of who am I, who is Lord, and what is relationship between, and how we can act in this specific situation, and how to balance. So, but why we are missing all this, and why Ayurveda came actually? So people start to live against nature, because Ayurveda is a part of Atharvana Veda. It is like with there only heavenly planets, you can say. We'll discuss about how the Ayurveda came also. But nowadays, because of people living against nature, because all this COVID and all that, we know the root cause. These are the main. Eat against nature, becomes lazy, all these factors. So this Ayurveda is coming from Lord Brahma to Daksha Prajapati and Ashwini Kumaras and Indra. But the sages, they they see like coming, they face so many problems. So they discussed, and they sent one of Bharadwaj Muni, and he learned and he came. And so the Guru Shishya Parampara, it is this Ayurveda is coming from disciplic succession, but the main books, Charaka Shishruta, like Vagbhata, the three acharyas, they gave us in the written form also. So with this Ayurvedic principles, we can like improve our health. So in the daily regimen and seasonal regimen, will not go deeply, but the basic principles I will tell, and will go for more about the practical tips. Like Brahma Muhurta, we should get up in the Brahma Muhurta. It is like before sunrise, like Brahma means knowledge, and it is the best time for gaining knowledge. And Brahma Muhurta is a sacred and sublime moment to achieve the spiritual energy in life, and best time to attain more sattva guna by meditation. So this is, we should practice taking early dinner, and we should give gap for the dinner and sleeping, early sleep, and proper sleep also very important, that we'll discuss. But getting up in the Brahma Muhurta is because of sattva guna is more. We can pray and meditate, do japa, what all we can improve our like spiritual energy, physical energy in our life. So if you see the daily regimen, there are like in Ashtangarodaya, whatever you take Charaka Samhita, like the Dinacharya is mentioned, so many, like getting up from Brahme Murte Uddesha, that's what we just discussed. But here in this present situation of uh, pandemic, I want to take few things like Kavala and Gandusha, taking some solutions in the mouth, keeping without moving or like gargling and all that. It is mentioned one of the main important and present situation. We have to do this warm water gargling or adding salt and haldi like turmeric and even gomutra if you add also, because this avoiding this virus from the mouth, this will help a lot. Gargling, if we take only that topic itself, we'll discuss more what are the solutions and all that in future classes. And but prayer, meditation, that is just now we discussed Brahma Muhurta, that will improve our Sattva Guna and we can pray for all who are suffering. And Abhyangam, with the medicated oils, we do the massage in the body. It will reduces the stress and calm down nervous system, support your immunity. So here, if you see the just Abhyangam part itself, like it balances the Vata. Because of Vata, we get some pains in the body. I'm just giving some basic ideas. But who are eligible for Abhyangam and all that, we have to see specifically. Because if you are indigestion and ama part in the body, we can't go for Abhyangam. But general, our health is good, or to improve the immunity and the nervous system function improves. It reduces the stress. All these purposes, the Abhyangam is very important. And exercise, practicing yoga, all these are very important. Say that is favorable to mind and increase the strength and firmness of the body is known as Vyayama. The term Vyayama in Ayurveda is very important. It is mentioned how much time we have to do Vyayama also. Should be done only till half of the energy exhausted. Half of the energy seems to be utilized when perspiration occurs along the forehead, nose, and armpits. So the question comes immediately, how we can understand the energy, off of the energy exhausted means when we are practicing this asanas or physical practices, exercises. So the sweat will come on forehead, nose, and armpits. So we should understand it. This is a time we should stop the exercise and go for the next like dinacharyas, like next regimen. There are so many. Here I am bringing which are very important because Ayurveda is like dinacharya, ratricharya. They are mentioned so many like to balance our doshas, dhatus, and agni and all that. But here we are going for few things, and because we need to concentrate more practical. These are practical things, but I want to give some like herbal solutions and all. So snanam, bath, take warm water bath morning and evening, and especially these days if you're going out and come, also it's very important to take bath and aharam. So there are three pillars we said vata pitta kafas. Not only that, the ahara nidra brahmacharya upastambhas, the sub pillars also very important to balance in our body. So aharam, food is the most important role. Previously also we from Govardhan Ayurveda we discussed about the concept of ahara very detailedly, but we can discuss in future classes also. But drinking or eating cold food reduce, we have to
हरे 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 कृष्ण
avoid
ठीक है
fried items, reduce your this because of these cold foods reduces the digestive fire, because just now we discussed the fire energy is very important to keep if it is sama agni, then only but we can digest the food and all. So if you take the cold foods, cold drinks and all that, it like makes the problem. And if the digestion is not good, and it causes so many diseases, which is not good for your overall health. And heavy and fried foods are difficult to digest, so avoid them and take easily digestible foods. And Nidra. Nidra is also very important in this present situation of pandemic. One of the most harmful things we do our body, oversleeping or like undersleeping. If you don't sleep properly, also, just now from Bhagavad Gita shloka also we studied like Yukta Ahara Viharasya, Yukta Swapna Bodhasya. Like food also we have to take care, and sleep also, not less sleep, not excessive sleep also. And when you sleep, your body produces essential immunoproteins called cytokines, which acts as infection fighting antibodies necessary to keep the body healthy. So that's why like the proper sleep and proper hours is very important. That helps to keep our good health, fight against the this bacteria, virus, what all you say, that helps in immunity. So we discuss some part of dinacharya, daily regimen, which is very important, like gargling and abhyankam and diet and sleep. And one more important thing is principles of brahmacharya also, because the not only the balancing of the vata pitta kafas, the ahara nidra brahmacharya, the following syllabi also very important to balance the uh, doshas. It will help, and immunity, to improve the immunity in our body. The concept of brahmacharya we can discuss again according to Ayurvedic science. What are all we can uh, understand, proper understanding of what is the principles, what are the principles. But not only this dinacharya, rutucharya, seasonal regimen is also very important. So there are 6 seasons according to Ayurveda, but generally, if we ask, people may say four seasons like spring, summer, rainy, autumn. Some people say maybe winter also. They little bit confusion if generally if we see 4 seasons or 5 seasons. But according to Ayurveda, clearly it is mentioned 6 seasons. So now we can understand spring, Vasanta Ritu. Now Chaitra Masa will come within some time. We can say Gudi Padava in Maharashtra or Ugadi in our Telugu states also. The Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu, Varsha Ritu, Sharad Ritu, Hemanta, Shisha Ritus. So this understanding about the Ritus and Ritucharya is also very important. Nowadays we may see like there is seasons like in the Vasanta Ritu should be like after the Shishir Ritu, late winter it starts. Generally, kapha is increasing in this season. So that's why you can see the virus is also spreading more in this season. But we go each individual Ritu, very difficult to present. Now we have less time, but we may see the sun is increasing, the symptoms of Grishma Ritu early, but the basic is in the Vasanta Ritu, the kapha is increasing, so that we need to take care of this, how to take care of this to balance the kapha dosha. And but if we see in the Varsha Ritu, Vata increases, there also what to do and what not to do. Each Ritus, like in the autumn season, Pitta increases, Sharad Ritu, and how to balance and what type of panchakarmas, detox procedures we can do. All we discussed some in previous classes, but specifically also each uh, Ritus we can, what should be done and what should not be done, we'll learn detailedly. Now we'll come to the main topic of this pandemic. Pandemic means prevalent over a whole country or world. Now whole world is facing problem of this COVID. So, but if we see epidemic, a widespread occurrence of an infectious disease in a community at a particular time. So that we may at least see what can be done and all this in epidemics. The pandemic is like prevalent whole world, our country. So how we can understand this in the according in the view of Ayurveda? In Ayurveda, it is mentioned Sankramika Roga. So it is spreading because of pollutions and from like Ayurvedic and Bhagavad Gita point of view also, we understood we are becoming lazy and we are not following principles properly. All these making us to suffer these problems. But whatever it may be, the reasons, the immunity is very important in our body. So now we'll discuss what is immunity according to Ayurveda. If you modern science point of view, you see immunity very very big subject and all that. Ayurveda also given so many details about the immunity and very deep also. But we'll see how we can understand practically. Ojastu tejo dhatunam shukrantanam param smrutam. From Ashtanga if we see, this is the essence of all dhatus. This another name of Vyadik of immunity is Vyadik Shamatva Shakti. Like immunity we call Vyadik Shamatva Shakti. See, to not to get the diseases, we should have proper immunity in our body. Vyadik Shamatva Shakti. That is, we ojas according to Ayurveda text. So we just studied the seven dhatus, Rasa Rakta Mamsa Medo Asti Majja Shukras. The essence of the seven dhatus is ojas. There is again ojas, upper ojas are there, and upper ojas is Ashtabindu, but all everything fine details mentioned in Ayurveda. So though it is a localized, located in the Hrudaya, so we can ask, where is the ojas in the body? Actually, ojas spreads all over the body and it maintains the body. That's what we are seeing when these diseases are coming. People are become like weak and they are unable to do their basic works also, even though by treat after the treatment of this COVID and all that, people need the boosting immunity is very important. That's why this World Health Day yesterday and today we want to understand how we can improve the immunity from the Ayurvedic science and some tips, practical solutions from this Ayurveda. So to improve the like immunity, so we need to understand the ojas also. It is the essence of all the seven dhatus. And how is like it's snigdha, the qualities of the ojas is snigdha and shita. So if we see the dhatus, dhatus, but doshas, vata dosha is tataruksha, lagushita, karasukshma, chelo, anila, the dryness and all that. So vata is increasing and kapha is decreasing in some conditions, or kapha is increasing and vata is, these are all like imbalances. That's what like swastha, balancing, like to protect the health, balancing the doshas are very important. And immunity is the most important role in this. So here if you see the qualities of the ojas, snigdha and shita. So one of my teacher took very big, wonderful class about how to balance this snigdha, shita gunas in the body. See, if the snigdha guna is reduced, if the dryness increases in the body, that causes so many health problems. Just like imbalance of the vata starts and other pitta kapha doshas also again imbalances. And shita guna, if the shita guna is decreasing, just you see temperature increases. I'm not going very deep, but just small understanding. If the snigdha shita is not balanced in the body, it is like dead body. There is no snigdatva and there is no shitatva. And you may understand dead body is cold like that. But here, basic cool, I am saying that is very important. Otherwise, the body temperature increases and it causes very heat. Nowadays, the fever is the main one of the symptoms, but sometimes the second wave of COVID, sometimes we the may not very high fever, but the other symptoms we are seeing the headaches and all other symptoms. So the balancing of like keeping these ojas in the body is very important. So we have to take care of the snigdha shita gunas in the body. That is the main qualities of the ojas, and it is pure and appears slight reddish yellow in color. So in the science of Ayurveda, it is mentioned about the quantity and quality of Ayurveda, quality of the ojas, everything is mentioned. So now we'll go for the practical tips of Ayurveda. There are so many tips and so much information from Ayurveda, but I want to take a few tips, 5 Ayurvedic remedies, which are most important, I felt. And start the day with Trikatu Churna. Like most of the people, they say ginger tea, the kada, what are the names you give also. We have to take this kada, means after the gargling, after the dinacharya, basic prayers and all that, but it helps the oral hygienic and take care of not to enter this virus into our mouth. This herbal tea with the Trikatu churnam, the maricha, pippali, shunti, the long pepper, black pepper, and dry ginger. Shouldn't. The ginger itself is having that. Anyway, today the 4 main herbs will be discussing, which are the most important to uh, keep our immunity proper, and even in some diseases also we use that herbs. But here the ginger tea, or you can say by adding this trikatu churnam and like you can say half teaspoon in 2 glass of water and making 1 glass and drink in the lukewarm way, that helps strengthening and cleansing also. And second most important tip I felt is the turmeric. Use turmeric and black pepper in the meals daily. So avoid green chili, red chili, just all other masalas. But here, if you start using the very healthy spices of black pepper, turmeric in our food, it helps to boost immunity and reduces ama. The ama, one more concept in Ayurveda, which is very important to know, and how to digest this ama is very important, because now so many diseases because of this ama in the body. You can say what is this ama means, like the toxic substance in the body. If our digestion process is not good, it whatever we eat will convert into the ama, that indigested food, or the arm of is like toxins in the body. So this turmeric and black pepper in the food helps to digest this armor. The turmeric can be taken as a drink with almond milk or added to morning oats to prepare the nourishing golden porridge. So in the oats, if you prepare in the milk and haldi, that will help to uh, digest the ama condition in the body and improves our general health. And one more tip: stop intake this non-vegetarian. So that is already the mandagni and so many imbalances in the body that causes ama condition in the body. And this is when if you take this all indigested things, it is very difficult digestion for the our Agni Jatal Agni, and it will not convert into the Uttarottara Dhatu and Ojas. That is what we are discussing today's main topic of Ojas. So avoid all non-vegetarian foods. And one more tip, very important tip, not only the don'ts, I want to give some tips what should be done. That take 15 ml of amla juice daily. That amla is one more the miraculous herb in from Ayurveda. So here 15 ml of amla juice daily taking helps to protect our ojas and uh, to supply extra antioxidants and strengthen the Chyawanprash. Also very important because in the Chyawanprash, one of the main herb is amla or gooseberry or we can say in Hindi avla. That we'll discuss more about coming slides. And one more important tip is drink plenty of warm water. See, I can also see in my life just to avoid these infections and all that, taking steam and gargling and drinking warm water itself is helps to keep our health proper and avoid all these health problems. Drink plenty of warm water. Staying well hydrated will keep the throat and mucous membrane moist. So you may all heard about these things from different sources of media and all that. But from Ayurveda, this is very important, like Snigdha Shita, so that if we take warm water that hydrates the body and supporting its action as a good barrier to all microbes. So uh, to kill the uh, problem of this COVID or whatever all the problems, just keep taking warm water throughout the day. That itself is a helps from problem. And some more few thoughts I want to share with you. Food like yogurt, buttermilk, which supports the gut microbial immunity. It's like nowadays probiotics. So many came in modern science also. But just but here curd, based on their digestion and all that, and curd should not be taken the night. It's all the we have to follow. But buttermilk, make churning the curd, and it will become to the laghu. It's the light in nature, and it is improves the agni also, and it is easy for the digestion, and it helps to the immunity. And inverted yoga poses increases the circulation. The practicing Surya Namaskaras and so many yogasanas. But here I want to say like uh, Uttanasan, Sarvangasan, Sirshasan, uh, because the drains germs from your body. So where head is below your heart. And there are so many medications. If you ask any Ayurvedic doctors how to keep our immunity proper, or like what are the medicines, n number of medicines are there. But here I want to few medications which are like you know um, Shadanga. Uh, so there are some questions I see, but once I complete um, like giving this knowledge, and we can go for the questionnaires. So here, like Shadanga Panachalam, there are 6 drugs in this medicine, which helps very important in this even summer season, like after this Vasanta Ritu, Grishma Ritu will come. But this is like now we are unable to understand which is more like Vasanta or Grishma or like combinations and all that. But taking these medicines, Shadanga Panajalam and Indukantam Kashayam and Indukantam Grutam, these are medicines which are very important to keep our immunity proper based on the condition, because these medicines you can't take like that. But I'm just, because we need to give some idea of Ayurvedic medicines, I'm just giving. But you need to take an expert Ayurvedic physician. But this Ashwagandha Churnam, Ashwagandha Arishtam, Gorochanadi Gulika, Vilvadi Gulika, Chavan Prasham, etc. According to the condition, these are the medicines we can take. So here is one more important verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Aham kartur aham yajna swadaham aham aushadam. So here the Krishna is telling, I am the herb in the I am the potency in the herb. Mantroham aham evajyam aham agnir aham bhutam. So from 10th chapter, this shloka, this Krishna is telling about actually I am the potency in the herb. Now we'll be discussing the there are so many herbs which helps to overcome from the health problems or keep our immunity proper, because Charakacharya says like whatever we see also they're all herbs or trees, all are having medicinal properties. So Charakacharya says we can't say this some herb may not having some qualities, but still there are what are the mentioned in the Ayurveda science, and when modern science also did so much research and proved these are all like helping in this present situation. So we'll go for Amlaki. Amlaki botanical name is Phyllanthus imblica, and in English it is Indian gooseberry. You can say in Hindi Avla or Amla. And if we discuss the properties of Amla, uh, I'm who is having some I think knowledge easily can understand, but otherwise also please try. Like there are we discussing dravyas. Every dravya is panchabhautika, and even vata pitta kapha's basic principles also complete having pancha mahabhutas, but vata is predominant of akasha, vayu mahabhutas, and pitta is fire energy like agni and jala mahabhuta, and kapha is like it is also having five mahabhutas, but Prithvi mahabhuta is predominant along with the jala mahabhuta. But here I want to say about the whatever substances if we take ahara dravyas and aushadha dravyas. Ahara dravyas are like what we use for the eating purposes, general for food products, you can say. Rasaushadhas, taste predominant. There are 6 tastes: Madhura, Amla, Lavana, Katatikta, Kashaya. Sweet, sour, salt, astringent, bitter. So there are like main ahara dravyas are rasa pradhana dravyas, and aushadha dravyas are virya pradhana dravyas, shita virya or ushna virya. So here, if you take the amlaki, it is we are using in the food also, and it is having so many medicinal properties. So if we take what are the rasas, people may say immediately amlaki means amla rasa, sour in taste. But if we Ayurveda is the science, it is explained what all are the rasas in the avla. It is actually lavana varjita pancha rasas. Except lavana, all the 5 rasas are there, but predominant of amla rasa, the sour taste. If you see the qualities in the avla, it is laguguna, ruksha, and shita guna. So here to Ojas is having Shita Snigdha Gunas. Here Amlaki is having Shita Guna, and it is Lagu, very easy digestible, and it is Shita Virya. So it is because of Snigdha Shita to Ojas Gunas. To keep this Ojas proper, uh, Amlaki is having Shita Virya. So it will helps to improve the Ojas. And Vipaka, Madhura Vipaka. See, if after eating, when the digestion is happened, what it forms? It is sweeter. That's what we belching. Like you can easily observe after eating the raw amlaki, if you drink some water, you see the sweet taste in our throat. That itself is showing the Madhura Vipaka. It is Madhura Vipaka. When common men can understand this, so, but what is it is actions? That is very important. So, Tridosha Shamaka. It is Tridoshahara. The Amlaki helps to balance all the Tridoshas. It is Chakshusha. It is good for the eyes. And Vrisha. It is Vajikarna also. And it is Vayasthapana. So because of it helps in the immunity, so it stops the aging and all these good qualities there in Amlaki. So Amlaki, so many like in Charaka Samhita Abhaya Amlakiyam, one chapter dedicated for this Amlaki. And Chavanprash, we see what are the so many medicines are there, but a few medicines if you see Chavanprash. So now you all can take Chavanprash, especially kids, if you can give in the morning and evening, half teaspoon of Chavanprash with good company, or if some doctor prepare and give you in proper quality. The Chavanprash helps to overcome from the diseases and improve the, especially this chest region. This virus is giving so much problems in the lungs. So Amlaki in the form of Chavanprash, if we take, we may overcome from all these problems from this COVID. And Datri Loha, Amlakyadi Churnam, Trifala Churnam. You might heard all these preparations from Amlaki. And next wonderful herb is Ardraka. Ardraka is ginger. And when we studied the 5 important tips also, the dry ginger, Shunti, is also having more medicinal qualities. But here ginger, if we see the gingiber officinalis, the English we call ginger and Hindi Ardrak we call. And if we see the properties of this ginger, it is Katurasa. But the gunas are Guru, Ruksha and Tikshna gunas. So because of this Ushna Virya, even though it is Ushna Virya, it is helps for the, because Sama Agni, the Agni is also balancing is very important. So some we need Shita Virya Dravya, some are Ushna Virya, but which not affects the other doshas. So, and it is Vipaka is Madhura Vipaka. And here, see, there is dry ginger, wet ginger, the difference opinion. But here I may say about the karma part, the action part in the body. It is kaphavata hara. So this present situation of COVID is either vata imbalance of the pain and all this in the body, headache and all, and kapha also, the because if you take throughout the body, vata, pitta, kaphas are there, but predominant area of kapha is chest and above, and chest and navel is pitta and navel down is vata. But the imbalance of vata kapha is, if we treat vata, kapha is increasing, and if we treat kapha, vata is increasing. Like this. So, but here the miraculous helps vata kapha hara. Some helps both balancing vata kapha also. Even though, like if we normal thought of, if we see take care of vata, may kapha may increase, or kapha if we take care of vata may increase. But these herbs which helps to balance the both, and Deepana Pachana, Vrisha and Swarya. So nowadays, because of this virus, throat is getting so much problem, but the dry ginger helps. Yoshadi Vatakam, the medicine you can get in any Ayurvedic pharmacies, just that keep in the mouth and chew that, even or otherwise and like dry ginger you even choose, that is very good for the throat and it improves the like voice. Neshtamadi is also one more wonderful herb, which is very important to take care of kanta, like this throat health. So some preparations are the kakanda and Vyoshadi Vatakam. Just now I said Vyoshadi Vatakam and Rasnadi Kvata. And all these Amavata or Sandhivata conditions, Maharasnadi Kashayam or Rasna Saptakam Kashayam, all are the wonderful preparations which helps to overcome from this present situation of COVID time, what are the symptoms. Also, we treat from the this herbs. Ashwagandha, Withania somnifera, and we call in English winter cherry, and Hindi name is Asagandha. And this is having Madhura Rasa, Tikta, Kashaya Rasa. and Lagu Snigdha. So just we discussed Ojas is Snigdha Shita Guna. So this Ashwagandha, even though it is Vishnu Virya, it is Madhura Vipaka and Kaphavata Hara. Just now we discussed this Kaphavata conditions. It is difficult general balance, but this with miraculous helps we can. It is Balya and it is Rasayana also, which helps to improve the immunity. And some Ashwagandha Churna, Ashwagandha Lesham, Ashwagandha Arishta are out there. And one more important herb, Guduchi. The even Ayush mentioned this uh, Guduchi, like Samshamanavati is having main, Guduchi is the main herb in this. Tinospora cordifolia, in English Tinospora or Hindi Giloy we say. And we see the properties, Chitta, Kashaya, Katu Rasas, and Guru Snigdha Gunas, because again, if you see Ojas is Shita Snigdha Gunas, and this herb helps to is having Snigdha Guna, even though it is Ushna Virya, it is Madhura Vipaka, is the properties, if you see the like karma actions, Rasayana, Grahi, Deepana, Chakshusha, and it is Tridosha Shamaka. Today we discussed 4 herbs, but 2 are Tridosha balancing and 2 are the Vata Kapha balancing, so which is very important. And this is also good for the Chakshusha and all this Guruchi Gandavati, or if we make if you see some preparations, Amritarishtam and Amrita Gulu, Guduchi Sattva, Guluchadi Churnam, or like Guluchadi Kashayam, Guluchadi Kashayam, all this will help to boost our immunity. So we'll conclude with this quotation from our Acharya. Real compassion means to understand what the needs of body, mind, and soul. See, nowadays, because we are taking care of more body, but we are neglecting the mind and soul, that is also not correct. So, here is the wonderful quotation. So, real compassion means to understand what are the real needs of body, mind, and soul. So, if we slowly understand what exactly from Ayurvedic principles, how we can improve and all. Thank you so much. Shall we go for some questions? Because if we see, there are like in the chat box, there are some questions. Yeah. What is the proportion of Ratrikatu Churna, black pepper? So there is, you can say, you want to prepare in the home, because in the market sample you get Ratrikatu Churnam. But if you want to prepare at home, you take proper quality of pepper, long pepper, black pepper, and shunti. Here you have to take shunti, not just wet ginger, dry ginger, properly prepared the dry ginger. That should be like equal quantity you can take, and we have to do the vastra ghalana. Each individually we have to dry it and powder it and filter it with fine cloth, the fine powder, in equal quantity of 3 katus, shunti pipali maricha. That preparation will combination of these 3 half teaspoon for the elders and 1/4 teaspoon of with the honey or making the tea. That's what in our today's session Ayurvedic tips we made ginger tea like that. So, and if you go for the next question, okay, full screen they asked. And here is some more questions. Can we take Chyawanprash in summer season? Yes, you can take if, but somebody is in Ushnavir, like, somebody is Pitta Pradhana and they are facing some heat issues, only we have to understand, we have to consult with the doctor, and but otherwise the Chyawanprash is rasayan. It can be taken in all seasons. But generally in this Vasanta Ritu, we are facing all these problems. So presently it's must, but you know, uh, but in summer season also, based on if somebody is facing problems, and at least now 1 or 2 months to overcome this COVID problem, better to take. Is fresh amla is not available, can dried amla can be given, eaten after meal, and can dried amla be used in cooking? See, you can use amla powder in the, for that dry amla can be used, no problem. Any specific diet, food, medicine to control pitta? Yes, to reduce pitta. Diet is you know, uh, you can take madura rasa dravyas, but it's not like sweet preparations. Milk will help to balance the acidity also. And if you are asking the medicines, I can say the diet and some more if you want, gulkand, and some are even say like pomegranate, also dadima, and all that is the pitta balancing, uh, and some fruits, even draksha, grapes also balancing the pitta. Because if you go for the food preparations means uh, so many food preparations, but without spicy, sour, and salt, which are with less masalas you can use in the preparation of food. And buttermilk also will help to overcome from this pitta balancing. And amla, if you take amla, is even though it is tridosha shamana, amla juice. That's why today's tip also, amla juice every day taking will help you more. And some more medicines like avipattikara churnam. There are so many, but I'm just giving 1 or 2 tips. Giloy tablet is okay. Yes, it is okay. And how much Ayurvedic juice should be taken in the morning and night? Uh, you can say like there's if you're preparing the kada, like 1 glass of water, if you can put half teaspoon of trikatu churnam, or otherwise in the 2 glasses of water, 1 spoon of trikatu churnam, and making like 1 glass, or 1 glass into the half glass. For adults, it can be taken 50 ml. That is 25 ml to 50 ml can be taken. But the kids, we have to make not in the very warm condition, but it should be in the less lukewarm, or like room temperature can be given 10 ml for the kids. Or above 5 years means even 15 ml also can be given, 15 to 20 ml. Then one more question is, thank you very much. Yes, any more questions? Fresh amla is not available. Dry amla can be taken. Yes. What is the proportion of trikatu churna? We answered. And now you are able to. Yeah, probably this is the first time. Previously, they asked about voices choking. There is one question. Abhyangam can be done with warm ghee on the soles of the food before sleeping, or with oil. Then which oil? See, oil, Ksheerabala Thailam. Ksheerabala Thailam or Ksheerabala 101 will very good for Pada Abhyangam. And not only that, Shiro Abhyangam also, plain Ksheerabala Thailam you will get in the market, any Ayurvedic pharmacies. That is good for the head massage also and foot massage. But even some very pitta dominant people, warm ghee is also fine. It can be applied in the soles. But generally, Vata dominant people, Ksheerabala Thailam is very good to do this. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Lessons and this presentation. Yeah, I think our
वो देखो बैटरी
they will help for getting this present. No, our Chaitanya Prabhu and all other devotees were helping for this presentation. Surely you'll get the PPT or YouTube. Any other questions? How much Ayurvedic juice is 25 to 15 ml? Ayurvedic practitioner studied from Kerala and then devotees from Houston. Give me your contact email. Surely we can provide our email. Not only me, Dr. Srikanth, we have team of doctors from Ayurveda, Govardhan Ayurveda. We'll get all the emails from the.
Okay. Thank you, doctor, and thank you to all the participants. So we'll definitely share the recording and the notes as well as the other offerings offered by Govardhan Ayurveda at Govardhan Eco Village. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, one more question is okay? Like
yes, please go ahead.
What can be taken for gas pain or stomach pain? See here, I can give some home remedies like ajwain. We call Voma also. That ajwain with Saindava Namak, 1 spoon of ajwain with Saindava Namak, little pinch of Saindava Namak we can crush and we can eat, and followed by warm water helps for gas pain. But in the Ajamoda Arka form also you can take 20 ml Arka with warm, followed by warm water. And the stomach pain, we have like thing of what I can say here. Shankavati is one of drug you can get in the any Ayurvedic pharmacy, but that is for basic stomach pain. And there is like Jiraka herb and all the medicines which helps for the gas pain. And I can see some more. What can be done? Psoriasis in hair, some home remedy. Yes, like hygienic condition, maintenance of hygienic is important. So like psoriasis is again very deep topic, but we have one preparation of Durdura Patradi Keram, but better to like consult an expert Ayurvedic physician. That will be because it should not be give trouble to you when we are suggesting in the common classes and all. Then what I can say, Supita, do you reduce the heat everything in your body in order to get three doshas balanced? See, there is understanding of heat in the body is different because there is a Jataragni. When it is like obstructed, it will enter into the all the body and causes heat in the body. But Pitta is again, it is Jataragni, but there is the Agnis and so many Agnis. But Pitta is in the form of dosha. That is, we need to have deep understanding. There are some solutions and like you can say Dadima, Valekhyam and all, some solutions I can give, but better to individually discuss so that we can give better ideas than the common. What about the face again? How to get rid of it? So balancing pitta is very important in this condition, and keep the face clean. May not use always face, but using like room temperature water, but maybe in the day more times washing. And if it is like frequently giving problems, better to meet an expert Ayurvedic doctor. But there are we have to understand which dosha is imbalance and all that. And some solutions, keep the face hygiene is important, and digestion part is very important, so that you can say some arogya vardhini one herb can be started time being, but better to personally ask and see the doctor, to not to like take long time, or to not get any other problems. So there may be so many questions, but we will conclude this session. I'm grateful all of you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.